Hi, everyone. Thank you for being in here with me again today. Uh, Today is a very special day. I wish to talk about how we're getting into the sign of Aries because this is the beginning of astrological new year, right? So, happy new year, happy astrological new year. And today I brought to us a very special subject. Everything is related with the theme that Aries represent new beginnings, new projects, new things going on. And I had this thing going on in my house because my partner, he was born in April 8th. And out of nowhere, he was like, hey, on the April 8th, everyone is talking about it because it will be the age of revealing and things will come out in the air, new things will be revealed, and apparently it will be worldwide. And first, I was thinking, okay, that's his birthday. He's just like super valuing himself because his birthday, okay, and everything. And Buddha, apparently, one of the Buddhas was also born in that day. And I was thinking he was like super valuing the thing. But then he requested me something. Let's look at the astrological map from that website you use so we can see what are they talking about. And apparently everyone is talking about it. All the all the astrologers and all the people from other realms that inspire people to talk here on earth, like Bashar, every one of them was talking about it. And then I kept thinking to myself, okay, let me give it a look because there seems to be something indeed. And I looked at it, the astrological map of April 8th, and guys, I'm scared. I'm not scared that the world will end because news like this before already led people to go totally scared and prepare themselves for the world ending. Calm down. I don't think that this is that because the result of what that map is showing on the April 8th, even though seems a little bit life changing, worldwide life changing, it is actually also a point of transformation. And this is also happening in Aries, which means it's the beginning. Okay. So this is actually showing the beginning of a happening that apparently it's truly worldwide. And then we can make some small comparisons between countries so we can understand the differences on how these things will um, manifest and interfere for other countries if we wish to. Okay, but the thing is, I'm gonna show you guys the celestial map, the chart for the April 8th, so you guys can see this with me. uh, but for you guys to understand, I will have to explain the meaning of each symbol. So, by passing through this with me and to understand what the news seems to be, we will go through each symbol of the planets and the houses and the signs detailedly as far as I can in like half an hour. Maybe I get to pass a little like I did the last time, but I think you're gonna like it. Okay, now if all I'm going to do here is read symbols, okay? I'm not prophesizing anything. I'm just saying what is written in the sky. If you believe it or not, and the direction you want to give to this, I will allow it to be your interpretation because there was this famous author who used to write this. After I write a book, when the book reaches someone else's hand, the book is no longer mine. The book is the person's is belongs to the person because the interpretation will belong to that person who will read it. And sometimes when we say something, we want to mean something, but then the other person will hear us and have new ideas and will be inspired of new thoughts and interpretations. So we could together enrich all the concepts. All I would do is read the symbols together with you guys, okay? So for that, I will share my screen and I will show you guys um, this specific page that I use to do all my astrological natal chart readings. I have already set it for midday in California on the April 8th, so we can go through this together. Now, let me show you this. Yeah, this is it. And you guys know me, okay? I have already here opened in the other sheet. I have already opened the translation because you guys know how I sometimes lose some words, right? So, okay. Um, this, what you're seeing is what's going to happen. Pay attention to this. I used Redondo Beach in California as a reference, okay? Because I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Love and Moon Boutique owner is from California. I'm sorry, Evan, if I'm mistaken, but I remembered California for some reason, so I used it so we can see a bit of how it will be from your perspective, okay? What we have here is the map of what will be happening on the April 8th. And in order for you guys to understand, pay attention on this. I'm just going to use a bit of this circled mandala, and also part of the symbologies going on around in here. I will have to try to be very brief because this is a lot to say in half an hour, so maybe I sound a little too fast, but because it's a lot of content, okay? And okay, something very, very, very powerful is about to take place on the April 8th by the time of the eclipse. Now, people are saying that it will be worldwide communicated, but one specific symbol in the sky map seems to say that communication may have problem. Internet problems, media problems could occur because Mercury, which is the planet that rules communication and internet, is retrograde. And when we're talking about retrograde, I'm talking about this guy, okay, guys? Mercury, let me enhance the symbol. So this is Mercury, and if you pay attention to this R right by the side of the angle on the sign, this R means retrograde. And the meaning of retrograde symbols, planets, is that they're bringing situations from the past. Now, because this event is too huge, everything around it seems to be very huge too. Sorry?
Your screen looks black to me. It's not showing what you.
Okay. Uh, Back in here. So, because this event is really huge, I wouldn't say that this Mercury retrograde right in the middle of everything would be just for something simple. Okay, so even though people are saying that it will be televisioned or communicated throughout media and throughout the internet, it seems to me that maybe only a few will know about it, and maybe later we will get to understand, because sometimes when spiritual things happen of this very much meaningful size, first it happens on the astral realms and spiritual realms, and only later the result comes to earth. It had already happened in December 12th of 2012, right? So maybe it will happen in astral realms first, and only after it comes to earth for people to understand. So even though people are saying that it will be worldwide spread, what will happen, there could be internet failure. And if this is a worldwide event, as it looks to me like it is because of this situation going on in the sky, it seems to be a worldwide internet problem. And I don't know how would that result on Earth, but maybe communication will be a little bit late. And that's important also because in this period, keep that in mind. you should not close contracts while Mercury is retrograde, because he also rules contracts. And retrograde is not the best moment to push strength and energy forward, okay? So, what we will have here, so you have the sun and the moon meeting each other. This is a conjunction. This means the eclipse. The moon is talking about feelings and the expression of our emotions, and the sun is a lot, it shines a lot more than the moon. And the sun is actually talking about what is right in front of your face. But because the moon is about the dark and it will cover the light of sun for a while, even if the sky still remains a little clear, there seems to be some sort of while everything seems to be out there clear in open eyes, for a moment there it will have a blind spot, as the blind spots that we have in our cars, in the mirrors. So this is talking about something that could happen, but even though it will happen, it has the strength of a worldwide situation going on. It still could be hidden. The fact, the big worldwide fact that could happen could still be hidden. And in there, right by the side of them, we will have two very special symbols, guys. Chiron and uh, true node. Just a little, let me get a translation. Node. North node. Thank you. North node. So you have Chiron and North node. Now pay attention to this. Chiron, which is this little K with the circle beneath the K. Chiron, you. Yeah, this guy. In here, by the end of, almost in the end of Aries, actually in the middle of Aries, okay? So he's talking about delicacies, the pain that sometimes we make ourselves overcome by studying so hardly about it that we get to be masters on that subject, but still for some reason that painful thing still seems to be there. Chiron works like this. The place in your map where the Chiron is, maybe it's, let's suppose, in communication, but you learn so hardly to express yourself and communicate well, to overcome this feeling of this inner pain that is there, but still, even though you become a master in communicating, the pain won't go away, because Chiron is this spot of very delicacy place on us, like our calcanhar de Achilles heel. I hope that this expression exists in English. So there will be this delicate subject that, even though people are prepared to overcome, it will still seem a little bit painful, and it still brings a little bit of fear and angst. So please, you have to keep that in mind. It's a feeling, okay? It will seem that way, but it's just seeming that way. It will make it feels delicate. So because it's in Aries, and because Aries represents this baleful force, this things initiating, because Aries is represented by Mars, the god of war, things could be related in a very, I don't want to be pessimista, pessimistic in here. I don't want to be pessimistic in here, guys. But this could be talking about war situations or fight. And also because Pluto, this guy, Pluto is in the seventh house of relationships, and because it will be in the Master causer, mass causer Aquarius, because Aquarius is the rebellion, is the force that comes to change everything, and Pluto is the rising causing planet, because he has this Shiva power to destroy, to make things reborn, like the phoenix, okay? bringing new things from the ashes. So, guys, I'm sorry to say this looks like a moment of delicate news, and I would say to you, and it seems funny because there are so many pages saying that don't get out of your house. And I don't want to sound pessimistic, okay? I hope this works more like a warning. Not to leave anyone scared, but as I said, sometimes when world is chaotic, we need to pass through changes like catastrophic changes to bring new things, to make good things be born from bad things. So remember this, okay? Every single cycle is just a cycle. Any event that starts has an ending. So believe me, it will start and it will have an ending, but it's not about our life on earth. This is about an event because this event has a specific moment to happen. And guys, maybe I don't have time to go so detailedly, but I have to say this. There are always too many planets in the ninth house of search for truth. And that is huge, guys, because when you have the planet of action, which is Mars, when you have Saturn, the disciplinator, when you have Neptune, the super connected planet with spiritual realms and everything that is bigger than us, and in there you also have Venus. Okay, Venus will be in the end of it, so maybe we don't exactly consider Venus in the ninth house. It will work more in the 10th house because the energy will have already Venus in here, okay? This symbol in here, it will be right in the middle of the cusp, which represents he will be already sending his energy, her energy, right? Venus energy to the 10th house. But you will have Mars, Saturn, and Neptune in the ninth house searching for truth. Also, Neptune's for some line of thoughts and trends of beliefs in astrological teachings, they do believe that besides ruling Pisces, it also rules Sagittarius and the ninth house of search for truth. So you will have this already enhanced by the sign of Pisces in here, okay? So, guys, this seems to be the real moment of revealing. They are not kidding. The roadmap of the celestial situation going on in the sky on the April 8th will be incredible. And it is totally talking about true appearing. So there are some people saying that maybe they will reveal the existence of extraterrestrial beings already being on Earth, which is something that I already personally believe. Okay, so this doesn't look like news to me. But this could be related to that because this is showing mass in politics being totally transformed by the power of Pluto in Aquarius. In Aquarius, bring new things. And also, all those planets in the ninth house of search for truth and deep enhance the knowledge of things, while you have a moon passing through the light of the sun that maybe will put a light on things that were hidden. This could totally be it, guys. I'm not saying it is. This could be, okay? Remember this word, it could be. Because I do believe it that there are many things that all governments around the world are hiding from population for whatever reasons. Maybe because it's better interest for them, maybe because it could scare people, whatever it is. Something seems to be coming out on the April 8th because the truth seems to be very obligatory to appear, okay? And masks and lies, they cannot last forever. Otherwise, the program of the truth would be wrong. And believe me, it's not. The truth is a truth. The truth is the only reality. So they cannot keep lying to us forever because the reality will show itself sooner or later, whether they would like it or not. Whatever is the power trying to control the power of love and the power of truth I'm sorry, the power of love and the power of truth, they cannot be controlled. They can be held for a while, but not held forever. And what else is delicate in there? Pay attention. The true node, this little guy in here that looks like an omega with a little T inside of it. This is the symbol of mission, soul mission. And because this is collective, because this will be in this position at that point, this is worldwide. Okay, so this prediction is for a day, it's not for one person. So because we're talking about a day, this is true for a lot of countries. Most of all, everyone in the same area in the same time zone of Redondo Beach will have the same situation going on, because it will be in the precise same place, but we can look a little bit in other countries as well later so we can see what could go on. Because the position of the country could change the house in which those planets will appear. So remember this, you will have, oh, I wish I could have more time to explain it because it's so many details showing these things, but it's like this. Venus that rules politics and polite expression and polite communication will be in the 10th house of success. So all of this will happen in under the power of Aries, which is very expressive and it's not so pondered. Aries, just go and say, just go and do, just go. Aries is a go getter. Aries, the best way to explain the energy of Aries is that Aries is the go getter. So you will have the energy of Aries ruling one, two, three, four planets plus the other two guys there, which is Chiron and the True Node, under the power of the go-getter Aries in the 10th house of success. Guys, this is a success. This, when I'm saying this is success, this will not be able to be hidden. Whatever is the news that needs to come out in the open air, it will not have the power to be hidden because the celestial strength will succeed. If we were not talking about the symbologies of the planets in the sign houses, if we only tap a little bit into astronomy, this will be a lovely day to look to the sky, guys, because you will see that in Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, you will have almost all the planets aligned together. So, do you know when Starlink's passing through a city and people are searching, oh, when Starlink will pass above my city so I can see them looking like a star all aligned together with each other? Okay, that's what the sky will naturally do on the April 8th. So by the evening, okay, you can already see a little bit of it going on already today, but in the April 8th or in the April 7th evening, it will be stronger. So if you look at the sky, it will be amazing to look all the planets aligned one by the side of the other. It will be so pretty, guys. It will be so pretty. But because it's all too close to the sun, I'm not sure even if you will be able to look at it while the eclipse goes on, but I wish that everyone can look at it while the eclipse goes on. Because all of this will be aligned with the moon and the sun, and this is la creme de la creme, right? So I hope you guys get to see all this alignment, and let's keep going through the symbols. Okay. Now, we already spoke about the Pluto being in the energy of Aquarius, in the seventh house that rules relationships, for negotiations, for partnerships, for love relationships, and also for politics. So in here, you could have anything under that direction passing through some sort of crisis moment to be transformed into something new. And Aquarius, even though it's a rebellious force, that is actually good because we need that rebellious force sometimes to get out of lie and come to true. But this is specifically important right now when we talk about the 11th house in this. right now is what's yelling to me, moment of revealing. Okay, and I will tell you why. The 11th house represents community and collectiveness, and represents also the things that we will do for the community, almost as in charity service, but not related to the good of an individual, but related to the good of a whole society. So when we're talking about the 11th house, which is also the house of group activities and group activities, which is also talking about the forces of the nature and our need to connect with nature, it is also bathed in the energy of Taurus, which is also tapping a little into politics, materialism, and capitalism, because Taurus rules finances, investments, materialism, capitalism because of that. But because it's ruled by Venus, it's also talking a little bit of politics and is passing its energy to the 11th house of community and collectiveness, collective conscience. In this point, this is very important to say that you have in here the big troublemaker Uranus and Jupiter. That is good, and that is messer. It's a messer. Because Uranus, let's talk a little about Uranus, okay? Uranus, he's got this, first of all, he's Jupiter, Saturn are transcendental, are transpersonal, and Uranus is transcendental. The transcendental planets, which are Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, their power is not to mess up with only the person and the person's relationships. It's to mess up with worldwide level when we're talking about interfering in transcendental levels. So you have in here Uranus along with Jupiter. And Jupiter, he enhances. He also talks about lucky, and he brings that lucky energy. Guys, this is so big, okay? I'm looking at it, and it, because Uranus, because okay, because Jupiter enhances things, and because he rules the search for truth and deep enhanced knowledge, and because he rules international situations, and because he will be enhancing the power of Uranus, which causes mess. And he needs to cause this mess because he needs to bring differences to the world. Uranus, which is a big troublemaker, will be enhanced by the power of lucky of Jupiter. What is that kind of saying? That is kind of saying that the mess will not be able to be hidden for so long. And this is yelling age of revealing. This is yelling the beginning of age of revealing, because a mess could occur in financial world. A mess could occur in investments, in everything related to capitalism, okay? Because we're here talking about finances and that side of life. And why does that seem to be so big? Because he's in the 11th house of community. Oh, but then he said that will be catastrophic, and it seems to be talking about war. Guys, I'm not seeing any specific thing, because those symbols, they rule a lot of things. At this point, we could be talking about anything. We could be talking about them revealing that extraterrestrial beings are already among us, It could be revealing worldwide war. It could be revealing a brutal transformation in capitalism. It could be revealing a mess in politics. It seems to be a little bit of failure in communication and internet service. It could be meaning that people with a lot of strength will be feeling very weakened because of Chiron being right there by the side of the eclipse. We could be talking about this moment being totally necessary because the true node, the north node, which means the soul mission, in this case, collectively speaking, because this is prediction for a day, not for only one person. It is there on the top in the beginning of the house of success, which we'll be talking about this being a necessary moment for us to pass through. And the go getter energy of Aries will be sending its force for all this not being able to be stopped. So, even though the communication could pass through a moment of failure and the problem going on at that point, the truth won't be hidden for way too long anymore. Some masks will fall down. And there seem to be this controversy going on in the capitalism. And it could also mean that sometimes that previously were there agreeing to keep the lie going on, they will start revealing the truth. Okay, this is a good comparison. I just created a good metaphor for what this moment seems to be like. This moment seems to be like another Edward Snowden coming to truth, coming to light. Okay, because there is a lot pointing out to the truth being revealed, but in the most traditional aspects of our society. So traditional traditional facets of our lives, traditional behaviors of society, they could pass through a moment of be trembling down, which I think it's good because some traditions hurted a lot mankind. Some traditions, most of all related to capitalism, materialism, and lies being told to the whole society, they have been hurting a lot mankind while some big people are playing chess with our lives, spreading diseases and biological situations to hurt each other only for material purposes. I'm even sad just for saying that. And besides all that, that hurts us, they are saying that the true cannot be hidden anymore. And this eclipse seems to mark the moment of this was the last moment for a lie to be told because now the truth will come out. Let me see how much time I still got. Okay, already accomplished the time. So, guys, this is kind of it. Remember that this is a spiritual movement, okay? So, this has to happen. And even though it will seem a little bit painful in the beginning, this transformation is necessary, guys. Now, please pay attention to this. The infinite symbol has this point where one side meets the other, right? So when I'm talking about the infinite symbol, remember this central point because this central point where the infinite symbol meet in the center, that represents that even though sometimes life go to one way or another, at a point it needs to pass through the moment of encountering the beginning and the ending of it. So every ending is a new beginning. And so calm down, guys. This is not about the end of the world, okay? This is not talking about every physical part of the planet being destroyed by this very huge big volcano or by this very huge meteor coming to Earth. Calm down. This is not about that. Don't feel like you have to prepare yourself for the worst. It will be enough if you stay in your house calm. You can lie in your yard and you can look at the stars and you can stargaze to feel relaxed. This is not something that will trouble your house. This is not something that will make you go through. Okay, this could cause some discomfort, feeling discomfort for a lot of people because Kirum is right there, okay? But remember, this is just a feeling of something bothering you because something is trying to tell you, hey, come with me to the moment of change. We need to go through this change to find our biggest potential, to be our best version as community. Okay, so this is something good. This could be a rupture going on in the way that we live, but remember this, that this is to bring something good, okay? So I'm not going to say about something in a specific, like it you revealing or world war revealing or whatever it is. It seems that some masks will fall down and the lie won't be able to be hidden for a way too long anymore. Things will come out open in the clear, open air, okay? And the truth will have all these planets sending their energy to no longer be hidden. So remember that. What can you do for that to make you feel better about this? Be open minded and be prepared because now life can throw to you new opportunities and new open doors. And maybe you can feel like, oh, but this is not the way I feel accustomed to live with. This is not how I am used to go throughout life. A, please be open minded. Life will cause things to change, whether people like it or not. So the better you can find on you your adaptability powers, the better you will flow through this moment. Now you have to think of yourself as a surface, and the surface needs to surf this moment of life. So try to not feel resistant to change. Allow this to happen because this is good for everyone. This is talking about a moment that the good, the over good, the good for everyone will start showing its face. So a lot maybe has to change, most of all in capitalism, because capitalism hurts a lot, right? I'm not saying that it's not good. I actually live under capitalism and I know the rules and I play along with it. But we know that we have explored our earth to the point of making harm to ourselves, right? So at this point, we also could be talking about this moment where people maybe get a higher conscience level in order to maybe become vegan or respect earth or no longer let the rivers dirty and receive all the dirties from all the cities. Maybe this will start talking about the start of cleaning all the mess that we created. And this is good, okay? Even though this maybe feels a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, remember that every change is to bring the best of us to the outer world. And because it's in the 11th house, it will be related to touch the whole community and whole society, okay, guys? Now I know I passed my time, so thank you for being with me up to this point. Thank you, London Boutique, for this space. If you guys want to know anything else with deep enhanced knowledge, remember to become a membership in Love and Moon Boutique because they gave us this space to grow, enhance, and deepen knowledge of the esoteric world and spirituality. And you can look also for me in Bueno Astral in Facebook as in Spanish. And thank you for being in here with me so far. Kisses in your hearts. I hope that this moment can bring the best of us to the whole world and that we can connect as a humankind and finally find out that we really are all one because we are, okay? We seem to be separated as leaves on a tree, but the tree is the same, okay? We are just the leaves, but the tree is the same. So remember this, we are all one, and I hope we get to see this soon enough, maybe on the April 8th. Okay, kisses in everybody's hearts. I hope you have a lovely week, and feel free to look us up for enhanced esoteric knowledge. Have a nice day, and I hope you feel very blessed. Bye.